There's Tackleston Mask over there, again always a bit of an omen for me. I did come out from Africa where there was genocide, Rwanda, mass graves you could have put the population of Diss into, people hiding in mass graves to avoid being massacred. Slaughter was relentless, genocide, people dancing with fiendish delight in their victims' blood. And everyone was in the centre of Diss. Because Diss Town Football Club, the Tangerines, had just won the vast cup at Wembley. So everyone was in the centre of Diss to welcome back the Diss Tangerine Football Club. I was over at the Stag with some friends of Thetford, not very far from RAF Mildenhall and Lakenheath. It was a nice Sunday afternoon, people were having picnics. We were walking through the forest, Thetford Forest. I was still thinking about all the people in Rwanda fleeing for their lives through the forest of Rwanda to avoid being massacred. There was a report 125,000 had become trapped, and the soldiers and the militia were closing in for the kill, a slaughter. And then at the Stag at Thetford, without warning, there was a blinding flash of light. And I've travelled the world and the seven seas, and I've seen some big storms, been in some big storms. But I've never heard such an almighty bang that shook the place. And it sounded like the heavens were tearing apart. Did have a few thunderstorms yesterday come over Diss. But just for a split second you could have thought that RAF Mildenhall and Lakenheath had been hit with a missile. And then this big electrical storm raged across East Anglia. There were pictures of all the lightning of Yarmouth in the east towards Russia, NATO, Ukraine now. And just as Diss was going to kick off, because the game had been televised, was also being shown on the Sunday afternoon, Tackleston Mask was struck by lightning, and all the televisions in Norfolk, black day. And again, the reason I went to Africa, Jaffa and his Shardy gang threatening to burn my mother alive. That one's got JP, JB and 17 on it. Again, Rich Boys Love Party, Human Hunting Party. It's only not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields. It's only spraying many monster lies in Diss Norfolk UK. Again, no Red Carmichael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Ray, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, Serial Kibber here. That one's got Lab on it, 17. Again, police surrounded my frame, Fix Coder Hitcham. Nicely set me up as the Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer, really don't think so. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. So we're all in range of war, the unexpected when you least expect it, on a day just like today. And in the scriptures, Mog and Magog do come out of the far north like an avalanche. So again, one big firestorm on the horizon, and we're certainly all in range of war. And again, when I was in Leningrad, Russia, did see scale models of the UK and London, every strategic target marked. More pins in East Anglia than anywhere else, and the two big red pins. Mildenhall and Lakenheath, US air bases, Russian nuclear targets. Again, that's on with JB and 17 on it. Rich Boys Love Party, Human Hunting Party, 17-year-old sex traffic girl. Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. They were nicely used and set me up for, framed and fixed me, used me as the spare and the fall guy. Again, all to cover up there, High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder. Certainly not mine, certainly are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. And as always, no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter. And a big flood in Texas came without warning. think the river rose 8 metres in 45 minutes, which is pretty phenomenal. Turned out like a tsunami. So again, we're all in range of the unexpected when you least expect it on a day just like today. One big firestorm in more ways than one. Financial, natural, solar and war, the perfect storm, the experts call an ET. And again, as always, that one had fire on it, so you can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, fire aim bursting. That one also's got 17 on it. Big police council, Doctor Who collaboration, Inspector Numbnuts Bunnan, Mr. Fix-It, Liar Liar Pants on fire. Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective. Then one big war in Diss. I had a AA on that van. And again, a very good film, Al Pacino, 88 minutes. I certainly do not need 88 minutes to figure out who all my assassins are. Diss Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob, all their cronies, spies and informers, pushing all their mad monster lies, bogus diagnoses and death threats in Diss Norfolk UK. Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host, plain clothes lover, not true detective. So that one's got 21 on it, as always. Good crime drama suspect, but no mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde, number 21 or number 23. Serial killer here. So I say what happened in Texas, the unexpected when you least expect it, and we're certainly all in range of war. Again, Mog and Magog do come out the far north like an avalanche. So one big firestorm on the horizon.